Let's take a look at this beginning essay by Junot DIAZ. It was written in the New Yorker on July 23rd, 2012. You try every trick in the book to keep her. You write her letters. You drive her to work. You quote Neruda. You compose a mass email disowning all your susias. You block their emails. You change your phone number. You stop drinking. You stop smoking. You claim you're a sex addict and start attending meetings. You blame your father, you blame your mother, you blame the patriarchy. You blame Santo Domingo. You find a therapist, you cancel your Facebook, you give her the passwords to all your email accounts. You start taking salsa classes like you always swore you would, so that the two of you can dance together. You claim that you were sick, you claim that you were weak, and every hour, like clockwork, you say that you're so sorry. You try it all, but one day she simply sits up in bed and says, "No more," and asks you to move from the Harlem apartment that you two share when you're not teaching in Boston. You consider not going. You consider a squat protest. In fact, you say you won't go, but in the end, you do. So I think that this is a perfect example of beautiful structure from beginning to end, just every short, simple sentence with the you and then what you're trying to do. You try, you drive, you quote, you block, you change, you stop, you blame, you give, you start, you claim. And then at the end, what you're going to consider to do, knowing that in the end, you're not going to do that. So, or perhaps here you do. So I think that this is something that all students can relate to on some level, hopefully not to the toxic level that this writer shares, but I would suggest that you just make a list of 5 to 10 things that you could possibly try to do, whether it's positive or negative. Stop procrastinating on something, getting to school on time, passing calculus class, stop arguing with your parents, starting something and actually finishing it, even if it's something, maybe a fitness class or something like that. So I always relate to these on a personal level. So I'm going to share with you something relating to my children. So I'm going to go ahead and start and just show you how I would approach this. So I'm going to go ahead and say, let's see here. You try every trick in the book to keep them home. I have 2 grown children and they're always out of the house and I'd like to keep them home. So what are some of the things that I do? You wake up happy because they love when I'm in a good mood. You let them sleep in. You buy them all their favorite snacks. What else? You buy their favorite snacks. What are some of the things I stopped doing? I like how he changes there. You stop. That's annoying. Oh, the blame thing here I think is great. I blame everything. So you blame school. You blame their friends. You blame your husband. That would be a good little jab there. Oh, what do I start to do? So you start taking fitness classes to keep busy, knowing that it won't last long, knowing that I will still miss them. Okay, let's see here. And then, so obviously this is just like an initial idea. I love this because I know that I could basically keep going and going and going. And so then one thing that I would like to just make sure that I point out to you is the end there where it says you consider not going, you consider. So something that I could consider doing, you consider placing restrictions on them. You consider, oh, here's a good one. You consider making them feel guilty. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it at that and then wish you guys good luck because I know you'll do great.